The McDonald All-American game is tonight. Since we got 3 former Mickey D's All-Americans on this very couch right now.
Yay.
So y'all don't need me in this one. I'm gonna use the restroom.
Yeah, go ahead.
Y'all don't need me in this episode.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
I see how y'all stated that one. How y'all stated we got 3. You got 3. You
want me to lie?
That's how I felt when I played. That's how
I had a question for you.
Get out of here. Like,
I had a question for you.
Yeah, we got 4 McDonald All-Americans, and I'm just sitting there like,
Gil, come back.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Turn his mic off because we don't know if it's
like Ken said, move around.
We don't know if it's a 1, 2, or 3.
A 3?
Damn.
Y'all know what a 3 is.
Damn.
Sometimes has some things on his mind, but do have 3 McDonald's All-Americans here. So really curious to get your opinions, perspective on the game. Lexi, we'll start with you. How did you find out you were McDonald's All-American, and what did it mean to you to be in that exclusive club?
So long ago.
It was a few years ago.
It was 2013, 11 years?
That's a light day.
How did I find out? I don't even remember how I found out. I know the nomination list goes out, and they put everybody on there, pretty much. I was the number 2 point guard in the country at the time, so I kind of assumed that I was going to make the team.
Okay.
And I did, and I was very excited. One of my teammates actually also got nominated, so that was cool to have that experience with her as well.
Did the teammate make this squad?
No. But
Was there any saltiness or angry?
for sure. But I didn't care.
Hey.
But yeah.
Because you got it. Tough shit. Work harder.
Yeah.
Move around. That's Rashad.
Move around.
So Rashad, what did it mean for you to be named to the McDonald's All-American squad and be in that exclusive club?
It meant a lot. That was one of the first goals I set. I was watching Darnell Harvey in the dunk contest.
The legend.
Like it was yesterday, did the stand-in windmill underneath the basket. And I remember I looked at my mom and said, I'm going to play in that game. And, I was in New Hampshire playing up there, boarding school. And at the end of the day, I was parade All-American, 2-time player of the year in New Hampshire. And I knew I was going to be in it. But just the fact that I got that nod, got that invite, McDonald's, and seeing that, it meant a lot.
Mr. B.
Yeah.
Representing Los Angeles by way of Oak Hill, Mount Wilson, Virginia. Being named to that McDonald's All-American club, what did that mean to you?
I already knew. I was Naismith player. I was #1.
Never doubt.
Naismith player of the year. My highlights was incredible. I averaged 37. I went to Oak Hill. I didn't duck no smoke. And that's the biggest, the McDonald's All-American game is the biggest game ever for a high school player. I think it's like 24 players, so like you're inducted into like, a legacy, McDonald's American Hall of Fame. I was just there last week talking to the kids about my experiences when I was there, so just being a part of that legacy is everything for a high school player.
So what's that, for those of us who are not McDonald's All-Americans, myself and Gil included,
Yeah.
what's that experience like once you actually get to the event? What was your favorite part about participating in the weekend and playing in the game? And what was your least favorite part?
My least favorite part was how strict it was. The security on each floor.
No work being snuck in?
Nah, nothing like that. But we got a lot of McDonald's. McDonald's is cracking. I think visiting.
Supersized?
I mean, whatever we want. Yeah, like whatever we want.
Was the ice cream machine working?
It was.
It was working?
Sure.
Okay. It's an important thing. Just have to know.
I think visiting the Ronald McDonald House was dope, with the kids and everything. And just being around the best competition. To me, I think that's the time where you can separate yourself. NBA scouts, it's the first time people get to see you on ESPN. You get a chance to really show the world who you are. As you see from my high top,
yes.
It was marketing. I was selling myself.
As a Los Angelino watching, obviously you're younger than me, but really appreciated the flat top out there.
Yeah, I had to represent.
In the Bradley Center.
Most influential.
Most influential.
Gil had to wait.
Gil had to move around.
So, he brought his high school shit out here with them. Went and got Dart and went and got BD for me.
Yeah.
Like when it's time for these moments.
Fires.
Yeah.
Shots
He
fired.
did have BD and Dart.
Move around.
Shout out Dart Stamps. Lexi, what was favorite part about playing McDonald's game? What was your least? Gilbert's out here eating ice cream.
Man, show this shit on the screen, man. I want to see this motherfucker up here, man.
That contact part.
What would you do for a
Like,
contact
please.
part?
Yeah, my favorite part was definitely the Ronald McDonald House. That was a good afternoon. 2013, like women's basketball was still like very under the radar, like not really covered that much, wasn't really shown on TV. So, we had basketball camps, but like that was the first time that we had like cameras everywhere. We got all that gear, which was really cool, which everyone took from me right when I got home.
Your gear was snatched.
It's gone. I think I have one pair of spandex from that game, that's it.
Do you see the people who stole that gear wearing your stuff?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, just the experience. A lot of the girls that were in the game I had known through AAU and stuff like that. So it was cool, all of us being in one place, and then meeting, the players on the men's side, that we've only seen from a distance. So getting to know them and stuff like that was really cool. But they were like very unimpressed by everything that was going on, and then we were all kind of like, oh my God, like.
Was there hollering going on amongst both sides?
No, I mean, it was just good vibes.
No holler, okay.
Yeah, we was
No
just in there
hollers,
chilling.
Hell.
For real.
No.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
08?
Shit.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
This topic was boring as fuck.
Oh, was it? It was good.
Nah, this shit was boring.
We ain't done
I'm not
yet.
gonna lie. Y'all,
We ain't done.
All right, we got to
We ain't done yet.
y'all still got more? He didn't go yet?
No, we got to ask.
Oh my God, I thought he already
I mean, but
did.
this is
this is
boring?
what happens when you make something that's in,
So this
we
is
we
boring?
worked on our game.
What about you?
At an early age.
We worked on our game.
At an early age.
Worked on our game.
Nobody care about
we got
the
it in
four-day
early.
Talk about the McDonald's fries that they probably
Early.
Wait.
You know what I'm saying? We was
Did
somebody.
that
imagine if
exist
we would have
yet?
heard.
Oh, you weren't
Here comes
invited?
Gilbert. What the fuck is Gilbert? Here come a nigga named
Oh.
Gilbert.
Gilbert.
See, look, I'm over here thinking that it wasn't a thing yet.
What?
When he played.
We would have
You just
killed
weren't
Gil in high school. We
invited.
would have like Gil lunch.
I was drinking 100.
Who this little skinny nigga from
Yeah.
Valley?
So
Gilbert.
Ranking.
Grant.
I know.
Let's just do a
I
segment
hate
watching
that you
Gil
didn't
eat
get
his
to
Klondike bar.
experience this, but why
Can
were
my
you
man
only
go?
ranked 100?
Can my man talk about his
Rashad, for all the McDonald's All-Americans on the couch, Rashad and the host, who needs to be the conduit. I'm merely a
Okay,
host.
we got it. Whoa, we good. McDonald's All-American eating cold-ass fries. Woo!
So Rashad, how intense were those practices? Brandon
Let's talk
mentioned
about them girl basketball games.
NBA scouts. Where Brandon
I don't know
mentioned the
what you
NBA scouts
hit me
being there.
for.
How intense were the actual practices before the game?
Incredible. That was the best part because it was on our team. It was me, Melo, Amari, fucking Sean May, Raymond, JJ. All of us was on the same squad. So
Yeah,
get
here,
the
you need
respect
this.
from the guys.
Right here.
It was important. It was important.
I remember watching highlights of that game. You had everybody throwing up the X.
It was important to get leadership. For me, it was like if you're not gonna show out in the game, at least you're gonna be the leader. And I was, huddling motherfuckers up like we was in college. I was trying to prep for college. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to show
We
them I
was
was
out there
college ready.
just keying.
That game, that game was a good marketing tool.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the like for everybody to see you.
Yeah.
Was everybody playing hard in practice?
Hell yeah.
It was going hard?
Oh,
yeah.
crazy.
That's the best part is the
played
practice because
knockout.
it's like like I'm going against. I'm at Oak Hill. I'm seeing Drew, DeMar. I'm seeing all the California dudes. Kimball Walker for the first. Tariq Evans for the first time. Like, and you really get that like hour, 2 hours full of practice, and it's on.
Yeah.
Like it's on.
And you
Brandon,
fighting for
who
the
are you
starting
going
spot.
at?
You fighting for the starters.
Oh, so the starters aren't already
I
pretty.
mean, not really, depending on how good you are. Like, Brandon would probably been already guaranteed the starting spot. Like,
Yeah, for
Amari
sure.
and Carmelo was already
For sure.
starters.
For sure.
But everybody else, it was kind of like JJ got a nod over me because his high school coach was the coach.
Okay.
All right, so it was
Ooh.
like, when we in there and we fighting for it, it's like, it's bad. Like, bro, the guard, Elijah Ingram and Ray was going at it. Sean May and Shavlik Randolph was going at it. It's a bunch of motherfuckers like going crazy.
So, Brandon, you talked about the LA guys. You had DeMar, Drew Holiday in there.
Larry Drew was there for no reason.
Other big name guys from across the country like Kemba, Tyreek Evans.
Yeah, Larry Drew was trash. Shit.
So unnecessary.
Wait, Larry,
His dad used to hate him.
Cleveland?
yeah.
Cleveland
That's
Cavs?
that's
Cleveland? Oh,
Trash.
come on.
That nigga was trash. You go look at my highlights right now, my McDonald's American highlights. Mm-hmm. Running through everybody.
There's no need for the beef. So, Gil, obviously, you haven't been an active
shit,
participant
nigga.
in this segment, but it brings me to my next question. You weren't a McDonald's All-American, but cooked a few of them when you stepped on campus at Arizona.
All of them.
How much did being under the radar in high school motivate you to show people you were really like that when you got to college?
The starters. It was basically four McDonald All Americans and me. you can't take away from, anything, anyone does. Just some people are put in positions others aren't, right? I didn't know much about like AAU like that and go places that those people are looking at, just Park League basketball and, my high school. So if I would have known that earlier that this is, something that gets you to this game, I probably would have tried to. But, I can't take away from, anything those guys did. I was ranked number 99 or what, I think I was ranked number 99 in my class. That was a big deal for me, right? Just, going to Arizona, I had an advantage because I had a scorer's mind. And then I just used, that to my advantage. It didn't have nothing to do with I wasn't good enough or I was better than those guys. I used my advantage to, get me to where I was going.
And did those McDonald's guys try to flex at you at all when you first got there? Like,
Nah.
I mean, I play with. I can
like
tell you this.
after it's over, it's like, all right.
There's people that was in the McDonald's game there's people at McDonald's game that shouldn't have been there.
I can tell you this. Everybody who was on, I probably had some personal beef with McDonald.
that's all I'm saying.
Even though I didn't know nothing about the game when I was in high school. I didn't even know there was a new level of what's the name. I had to look, like, once I got to the pros and people start and looking who was in my class. But for the most part, all McDonald, all Americans I ever played with had to give me the ball. Give me your run of McDonald's.
I remember when I was going on a trip to Arizona, right? And it was like, yeah, man, we're meeting with Larry Drew, so we want to make a decision between you and him. I said, well, go ahead, make your decision. What the fuck you think this is?
He went to North Carolina.
Okay.
And UCLA. Proud UCLA,
I
bro.
don't fuck with him because he said Drew Holloway was more influential than me. And
Damn, they need to have. Damn, hey, Burger King.
Can we get
Burger
all
King
the
should have
California
one.
guys together?
Burger King need to have them a game.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like because he wasn't good. So how he gonna talk about who was influential?
Can we get all the California guys together?
No, we could never. No, that LA.
Brandon, Tough Crowd Barbecue.
They ain't gonna show up because they don't want me to. I'm gonna be the nigga.
Burger King is already.
They say you the best. They say you the best. They say
We would never get a LA Hoopers like together thing. It would never happen.
LA niggas say Brandon need to talk his shit on the pod more, man, because
No, I do.
He the best.
Can we get
LA?
the LA Hoopers?
That's what I heard.
You said what?
I just said what I heard.
You said what?
You was the best LA hooper. Come out of
LA?
No, I mean
high school.
Oh yeah, high school. But I'm just more influential.
Get the Burger King guys.
I don't know. He would know the history more.
Of influential?
Nah,
I mean,
best player, like best player.
to come out of
Just best, like.
I mean, but I left though, so they not gonna say that because I left them.
Yeah, he only played what, 1 year?
Yeah, I played 2 years.
2 years high school.
So I left. I had to leave because it was terrible.
high school.
He had to leave because he had to.
Tyson
No, I had to leave because it was terrible here.
No.
Tyson was nice.
He was a
Jay
defense,
Cotton,
but he was more defensive player.
Yeah.
Tyson was more defensive.
He did.
Barron, probably Barron.
BG.
Paul Pierce, Tommy Prince,
Paul Pierce not from.
Tayshaun was nice.
Chris Mills.
Reggie Theus.
Tracy Murray.
Tracy
Murray was a bucket.
Reggie Theus. I be sleeping on Reggie. Pretty Ricky.
Ricky.
Hang Time's finest. Shout out to Reggie. But Lexi, for yourself, 2013 squad, what was it like for you just to know that you were playing with so many future players that were going to be hooping in the W?
I honestly was just very happy to be there. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm very happy to be here.
I was just enjoying the experience. Did the little 3-point contest, didn't do very well in it, but yeah, my mentality was very different from theirs. I was just because I never thought I was gonna get to that point as a basketball player. So
what advice would you give to the players playing now just about how to play in the game, how to try and get the rock?
I mean, everyone got different goals when you go in there. There were some girls that went to the game that was trying to kill everybody in front of them. I just wasn't one of them, but I knew which ones were, and they did that. So I will say that not most of those girls are not WNBA players. So.
I was going to ask you that. How many? If any of you guys know, how many of your class made it to the W?
Yeah, who was the
We had a good amount. Like that made a team.
Yeah, made it.
Yeah, we had a good amount in our class. But we also had a good amount at the top that weren't even close. So
That's wild.
It was like very
Who was the
interesting
top 5 names? Who was the name?
in our class. I think the number one player was Mercedes Russell. She's a
Won the
center.
MVP.
She plays for the Storm.
And Kelsey Plum was in there as well.
Kelsey Plum, me, Diamond DeShields, who plays for the Sky. We won a championship together there. Who else was in our class? Shit, I don't even remember. I don't remember, but
I think like seven guys for mine.
So,
Like seven, I think.
it's the
You, Tyreek, DeMar DeRozan, Drew Holiday, Mon Shumpert.
who was the top,
Walker.
but who was the top 5 in that class though? Who's the number one player in that class?
I'm right here.
Is there a player in the class?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Mr. B.
I'm right here.
Who's 2?
let's see.
Tariq.
3.
I lied. I was a number 3 point guard.
I was like that.
No, you just rolled
No.
it to it.
Who's 3 in class?
Let me pull it up. Hold on.
Said B, Tariq, who you said, Drew?
Me, Tariq's. You either got
Oh
Greg
shit,
Monroe,
I lied. Out of the top 20,
BJ
there's
Mullins.
only,
Remember
like,
BJ
4
Mullins?
that
They had
can
BJ Mullins high.
Yeah.
So out of the top 20, only 4 made it.
Yeah. So we had a lot.
like
more.
made it and stuck.
Yeah, I know.
We had a-
yeah. No, y'all class was crazy.
Chris
So,
Bosh. we had-
Brandon, you're number 1 ranked
Plum
player.
was
Samardo
26.
Samuels was number 2, according to ESPN. Tyreek Evans was 3. Drew Holiday was 4. BJ Mullins 5. JaMychal Green 6. Tyler Zeller 7. DeMar DeRozan 8. Scottie Hobson was 9.
Who's the big man there?
BJ Mullins.
BJ.
But these rankings don't mean shit. 1 through 40 are all 95 rated. Like,
Yeah.
That's ESPN, right?
yeah,
That's the ESPN rankings.
like
Somebody liked me at ESPN.
No, 'cause
Somebody
no-
loved my game at ESPN. They
You
had
know-
me 100. They had me 100.
You know what I tell people? I tell people, I said if you're like a 1-2, if you're a 1-2, your rating is more accurate than a 4-5.
for sure.
Okay.
Because usually a 4-5 in high school,
You're
especially
just
boys,
dumb.
you're usually your skill is lacking. You're just physically more gifted than everybody else, which means sometimes when you go to college and you use your physical part and now you have to be skillful, you get lost.
Yeah.
Right? Usually a guard has a skill unless it's just some bouncy guard, which he still has an advantage. But most of the kids that are ranked is power, like small forward, power forward centers, and you're bigger than everyone. Doesn't mean you're better than everyone.
Yeah.
Once
in high
everyone
school, you can dominate.
you can dominate, and a lot of bigs don't realize that. And I'd be telling your parents, listen, if your kid is using his physical strength over everybody, remember, everyone's gonna catch up at some point physically. They're gonna mature. If his skill is not being developed, he's a type of guy that won't make it to the NBA.
Yeah, for sure.
Or even be a good
yeah,
guy.
Or a college player.
We had 10 guys. From my,
Yeah.
to make
10 out of the 24?
it to 24.
Damn.
You had
good.
killers.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's crazy that you said that? I think that was the best thing for me to skip college. I don't think I would have been a great college player. I think
Wow.
that year, no, I think
Arizona?
I think that year in Europe, first of all, because of school, and then just being like, I don't know, I think it would have been too much. I think me going to Europe helped me out a whole lot.
You was with Jared? You was going to be with Jared?
No, Jared was leaving.
No, it's left. The program is for guards.
But who was going to be there with you?
Nobody.
He's going to be by yourself?
Right. Me, Chase Budinger.
Chase, buddy, yeah, it's guard.
Oh, yeah.
But no Luke Olsen. But what I'm saying.
Oh,
is
no Luke?
No Luke
but no
Olsen.
Luke Olsen. So what I'm saying is I don't think my game, like the way I played, like would have translated.
Oh, it would have, because you had 2 bigs, and you
Yeah.
didn't have no guard to compete with.
It's guard. Like you've been treated like Damon Stoudemire.
Yeah, they just did-
They've been
let you
pick
do
and
your
roll
thing.
shit all day, just shoot.
All
Yeah,
day.
but I feel like Europe helped me learn how to play basketball. So when you was talking about Angel Reese, right?
Yeah.
Coming back, Angel Reese, that's what I needed. Like that was why I felt like Europe was best for me.
Hey, that-
I needed to, learn the fundamentals of
But
the
you
game.
didn't get the college would have broke your game down to made you more fundamental, but when you got to the league, it allowed you to still be you. You was still you in the league. If you would have went to college, you would have transitioned into more of a traditional point guard.
Not from Arizona. If you think about Arizona, all
Averaging
Arizona
37,
guards.
they would have told me
scored.
come in there and shoot that thing.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
but you would
Arizona guards
have
are
you would have
scoring.
had to formulate.
But under
in the
Kevin
I'm
O'Neal?
talking about like the college game.
But that's what
the college game.
Arizona.
and the structure.
You know
would've
what I'm
got
saying?
buckets,
Arizona.
But you see what I'm saying? Like I would have had a hard. Like I feel like me and Kevin O'Neal would have probably got into it.
Probably
and it
would
would
not
been
have
some
saw
shit.
eye to
He
eye.
wasn't.
Like-
I thought it was Ben Lou.